Take a while. Okay.
It's the Big Trav and Q Show. What they waiting for? Just another damn podcast. Now let's go.
Yo. What up, y'all? Big Trav in the building. How was everybody weekend? Man, it was kind of a quiet weekend. I just chilled out. Look at my co-host calling.
Kind of a quiet weekend. It was kind of a quiet weekend.
There you go. Turn it down. What up? What's going on with you?
Big Trav, what's going on, big baby? You ready to get it in?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It was kind of a quiet weekend. How about you?
Yeah, same for me, man. Relax, ready to go, loaded. Kick off the Big Trav and Q show for this Monday. Let's get it in.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So did you any highlights this past weekend?
I mean, Bill Withers, a lot of people was didn't know that he had passed away, and a lot of people wasn't up on his catalog of music. Matter of fact, it was crazy. A lot of people didn't know he was the one who actually sung the song "Lean on Me." So it was a crazy.
Thank you. I'm glad you painted me out on Friday. Like, oh, what? You don't know Bill Withers?
Still wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of people though, man.
You know what I did learn about him? Teddy Riley posted. He said Dr. Dre used the Bill Withers sample for No Diggity. And he posted that. I didn't put that together. And but he said that Dr. Dre used the Bill Withers sample for No Diggity. And then he said the beat was originally planned for Tupac. And then he bought it from Dr. Dre. He bought the beat from Dr. Dre to do the No Diggity song. So damn, I mean, that was a little unknown fact that I found out this weekend.
Told you. Everybody always go for the classic hits or the number one commercials, but a lot of these artists are not well known for songs. I mean, Club Nouveau, they redid the song, Bill Withers, saying song, me. You remember that song?
Yeah, I remember that. And
yeah.
Something else I found out this weekend too was Unsung. TV1 done Betty Wright's Unsung, and I took a look at that, and I didn't know she was I didn't know she had a Grammy. I didn't know that Beyonce got the song "Upgrade You" from one of her songs. Come to find out that what's his name? What that girl got to do? I got a man. He took a sample from her.
You talking about Positive K?
Yeah, Positive K. I got a man. He took that sample from Betty Wright, and then she told a story about that. Color Me Bad took a sample of her voice, and she said they took it with no clearance and thought they was gonna get away with it. She heard it in the song. She called a people up and was like, yeah, I got to get some money for that. and they made that happen. She had to get some money for that. And then, oh God, I found out she was from Florida. It was a good look. I tell you guys, TV1, I think they put all the episodes on their website, so you can always go back, and they might even have an app. So, but you know what? TV1 is kind of like BET a little bit. Their shows come on like more than once during the week. Like they'll put it on Sunday, and then it'll probably be back on like Monday or Tuesday. So just check your local listings, and I'm pretty sure that Betty Wright, the Betty Wright Unsung will be on there. But it was a good look. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. What do you know about Betty Wright?
Probably more than you.
Probably. You know your music pretty well, man. I'm really that's a big surprise for someone that's not a DJ, But your life is music too, so maybe I'm not that surprised. So,
why? Thank you.
What's that? What's
I said,
that?
why? Thanks.
Oh yeah, of course. I tell you what, I did collect a lot of content, and I just thought that that we could. I'll bring it up, and then we'll just find out your opinion and how you feel about it, and we'll debate about it, of course, like we do everything. But you know what? First of all, let's start with they canceled the Babyface Teddy Riley IG Live battle. They canceled it.
I know. I saw that. That was crazy.
And I seen that Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club, he done an IG Live interview with Teddy Riley, and he asked him, why it got canceled, and he said that they both got together. He said that they people got together, and they just thought it was too epic. They wanted to do it right. He said they didn't want to just jump on there like the other guys had been doing. He said he thought their catalogs was too huge. He thought they were too important to music to just do what everybody else was doing. So he said they're sitting.
So in layman's term, they didn't want to half-ass it.
Right. He said they didn't want to do it like everybody else had been doing it. And so they wanted to make it a big event. And they want to make it a big event. And you know what? This is something I can see happening after the Corona situation is gone. It's really working. It's really working, man. I'm really enjoying it. Oh God, I got so much to say about that. So what do you think? What do you think about them canceling it and or postponing it to come up with a better idea? What do you think about that?
I'm always for a better demonstration. If people can put it together better and they want to give each platform an equal opportunity and always give their fan bases a great opportunity to tune in, A, and B, to expose them to music catalogs that people are not familiar with, I'm always with that. That's for the culture. And I think for those two icons, I think they should be able to do that.
So you don't feel robbed? I like where you feel robbed. I feel robbed, man. I wanted to see it. We in trying times. I think, listen, we are. We in trying times, and.
But they're going to still do it. They just postponed it, right?
Yeah, they did. But, I think that the IG Live battles, it's unorthodox anyway. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be unorthodox. Listen, what we enjoy about
there's rules and regulations to how this stuff was regulated or how they're supposed to do?
No, I'm just talking about, I think that people enjoy the rawness of it. Just, it's some lightweight rules, like, the lightweight rules it's really, Instagram. One problem that Teddy Riley had with the Instagram setup was that Instagram Live, they only let you go live for like 45 minutes. They only let you go live for 45 minutes. Like, I'm gonna get into. I got so much to say about Lil Jon and T-Pain battle, but I seen their battle over the weekend, and I think Teddy Riley them seen that and was like, we realized during that battle that, and like the other battles, but Lil Jon and T-Pain, they had so many hits that I think Teddy Riley seen they had to come off. Because it was a lot of improvising. They was talking shit. It was a lot of like trash talking and to me it was the best one yet. Lil Jon and T-Pain, that was the best one yet. And then I think Teddy and Baby seen that and they wanted to it might be a plus. It might be a plus for the whole IG world because Teddy Riley said they're talking with Instagram people, which is owned by Facebook. They're talking with their people, and they're gonna try and see because Teddy Riley said they don't want to get cut off. They don't want to be. They think that's unprofessional and kind of raggedy because T-Pain them they hit 40 minutes after like 5 songs. They hit like 40 minutes. So T-Pain was like, he said, all right, let's log. He said, they about to cut us off. He said, log off. And he said, let's come back on. So So it was like two parts. They logged off and then they had to come back on and do it again. And then, so I think Teddy Riley and Babyface was like, our catalog is too big. They don't want it interrupted. So I I feel robbed. Just do it raw. Do it like everybody else is doing it. I'm going
but
against.
You're making a point, but then you're countering it by saying you feel robbed when they just
I still do. I still do.
Reason, and they're justifying it, and you even articulated it to our viewers and our listeners of the reasoning why, which is sound, by the way.
It might work for us. It might work for the IG community in the future. No, I was just making that point. I felt I kind of that's
so
all.
For the Big Trav and Q show, if we're giving great content and we're going live and we're getting nitty gritty, and then we're just getting cut off in the midst, how does that feel?
That doesn't feel good. But I'm just saying that I would have enjoyed like Babyface. Babyface got this clean cut image, do everything in the right way image. I'm not gonna say Teddy Riley got so much the same thing, but he older. They OGs. So
you're resigned to the fact that they're not going to do it. They're saying, hey, from what I'm getting, it's not that we don't want to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to do it right. We don't want to be interrupted, and we want to make sure our fans are basically giving a great opportunity to be exposed to great music without being interrupted. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
No, only thing I'm saying is I felt robbed because I didn't have the opportunity to see it this weekend. I didn't have the opportunity to see.
You just talking about for this week.
Yeah, I don't want to wait. I'm being impatient. I don't want to wait. I didn't want to wait. And I'm sure.
So basically, like our viewers, when they get to chime in and they be like, well, man, I got to go 2 days without listening to Big Trav and Q. I got to go Monday through Friday. Why I can't hear it on Saturday? What about Sunday? I get it. I understand what you're saying.
Well, when you the makeup person, when you the executive producer, when you the host, when you do a lot.
Do you think Instagram and them is going to try to do something to try to ratify that? Because I do see that. I do see that a lot. Even when the DJs, it doesn't because it seems like it's taken away from them being able to basically be able to DJ and be able to produce when they're always conscious about them being kicked off the live feed.
But you know what? But if you're a regular IG person, you know this. That's part of the deal. That's the beauty of the Instagram battle being on Instagram. That's the beauty of it. That you get cut off.
So you want to go back to the days of rave when we used to have rave parties and stuff like that. When we be like, look, y'all, we know we can only be here 45 minutes, but we're gonna have to break down and we're gonna have to go. Because the police gonna find this spot and we're gonna have to break down and we'll see y'all at the next house. Okay, I get it.
Right. Now, just being impatient. I was looking forward. Like I said, I had put it on my schedule to look at this weekend, and then it got canceled. But you know what? I mean, all wasn't lost because Erykah Badu done a live. She done a live at the same time. Her live started. Okay. She done a show live at 5:00. And so, and then I believe Mike Epps done the skating on Sunday as well. Yeah, Mike Epps.
Deion Cole went live as well.
Yeah, he go live. He go live all the time. He go live all the time.
He be on some technical stuff. He be playing a lot. I guess because he's from Chicago. Right. He does a lot. Like not to say there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. He does it's like, does people really take him serious? It's like, do they think he's like DJing, or he's like a comedian who's DJing? It's like, I don't know how people take him when they see Deion Cole DJing. What do you think? Do you tune in to Deion Cole to hear him DJ, or you
No. I keep going because let me tell you why. I seen an Instagram post that said during the Corona quarantine. It said everybody think they're a DJ, a talk show host, and a cook. and so that's what you see. Everybody is DJing. I mean, everybody playing music. you got everybody cooking. You got all of the women that you probably didn't think could cook. Layla Ali, she's cooking. Sweetie, Quavo's girl, she was cooking. I seen her on there cooking. Not to say that they couldn't cook, but you finding out that that people got other talents other than what you thought they had. So that's the beauty of the quarantine, man. It's really it's making the upper class celebrities and whatnot. It's making the upper class people, the celebrities and whatnot, it's making them feel normal. You know what I'm saying? They whittled down to what we're doing. And so they're doing what we doing. All of them making videos, all of them making memes, all of them doing TikTok. Everybody bored as hell. I remember I seen Bow Wow. Bow Wow was just coming on. He was like, oh man, he was getting frustrated. He went live just to talk about how frustrated he was. He said he ready to get out this house. I seen Lil Boosie going live talking about, man, I'm giving half off of features, man. He said, man, if you want me to do a feature, I guess he charged 10 grand for features. So he
was mad about that the Boosie Bash that got canceled. That's the annual event that he's been doing every year. And he was talking about, he was like, yeah, man, 300 in the hole. I never get that back. And he was talking about how the politicians wasn't supporting him. And he was like, well, maybe if I was a bigger name artist, he was just saying that how he hasn't had any problems and how the show's been, how it's been. But now, fast forward it now, on the 6th of April, we know why, because of the coronavirus.
Right.
But back then, that's why what was going on. But I got a text for you real quick.
Okay.
As not as your, skills and analyst, but as a DJ. Here's an interesting, they say, ask DJ Trav, who has more bangers, Jay-Z or E40? Not who's better, who has more hits or bars? Who is more likely to be heard in a club, Jay-Z or E40?
You know what? It's too many variables. I mean, it could be the a Las Vegas club. It could be the Grenadier here in Toledo. It all depends on where you at. It depends on what club it is and where you at. Because I know where you're going with this, because that's what Sada Baby and T Grizzly, they had, and Nick Cannon, they had the same opinion about Eminem. They was like, ain't nobody bumping Eminem in their cars. They said, ain't nobody bumping Eminem in the clubs, And so they made the same point. It depends on where you are.
You talking about like regionally or
No. It depends on what type of club it is. Like in Toledo, the Grenadier, it's like a God, what do I want to call it? It's kind of a older kind of grindy. It's like an older spot. It's like a grindy spot for older folks. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the Lions Den or something like that, or maybe even the Classic. But now the Classic is pretty progressive. I think you'll hear just as much. You'll hear more Jay-Z in the Classic than you probably will E40. Jay-Z win this. If you just talking in general, everywhere, Jay-Z wins. I love E40. Matter of fact, like me personally, my playlist, like when, what I like to do, like I told you, I've said several times, one thing I like to do, I like to, get my Hennessy out and smoke my cigar and listen to gangster rap. That's my thing to do. And Jay-Z.
Who are you most likely to play?
Oh, E40. Jay-Z ain't gangster enough for me personally when I'm in that vibe. When I'm in that vibe, I'm playing E40. I'm playing Spice One. I'm playing Dr. Dre. I'm playing all West Coast. It's all West Coast. I'm playing Above the Rim. I'm even going down south. I love Houston rap, man. I love Bun B. I love Pimp C. So kind of that.
So you're not playing. So you're not playing Big Pimpin'. You're not playing. Dust the Shoulders Off.
No,
you're not playing.
No,
you're not playing none of those records.
Those are upbeat. When I smoke and when I'm smoking and sipping, I want something sinister. I want a sinister beat. Something like Steel Dre. Something like Black Superman. I want something. I want something sinister. Jay-Z, Jay-Z is a different vibe. Jay-Z is more of if it's a lot of people over and you want an upbeat vibe, the sun is out shining, or if I'm in my car, or it's more upbeat, like when you washing your car.
Did you put him in the Will Smith category?
Not really. Nah, I ain't even dissing him. I ain't
2 miles
dissing him.
an hour.
No.
He could cruise you.
Listen, I ain't
summertime.
No. That's just like I said. It depends. For me, Jay-Z is it's a mood. That's a mood situation when I play Jay-Z. If I'm in my ride, and it's nice out, I want something upbeat, like just like like Dirt Off My Shoulders. Can I Get a What? Something like that. Big Pimpin' is kind of laid back. I probably would play Big Pimpin'. I probably would play that when I'm doing the Hennessy.
What about his most recent album? Would you play anything off of that?
Oh, well, like I said, that Jay-Z make the same. He's always made the same type of tracks and music to me. I mean, I don't think he ever changed. He make music for the masses. You know what I'm saying? He make music that's gonna make money. And I think that
that's why he makes money.
Right. Him and P. Diddy, they know how to make that music to make them money. That's why Notorious big. I love that scene in the movie where he throw on that Isley Brother track and Big is like, what you want me to do? Make love? He said, he like, what you want me to do? Make love to this man? He said, man, he was like, nah. And so Puffy tells him, listen, if you want to get on the radio, we got to do one of these tracks. And Puffy just got a great ear for music.
Puff was very innovative.
He was way ahead of his time.
What do you think when it's all said and done for Puff, when the period is there? What do you think he's going to be remembered for?
Puffy is our Quincy Jones. That's what I really believe. He's our Quincy Jones. I mean, he was just so innovative. He was so ahead of his time. To me, he was just one of them cats, everybody, when you dreaming, you dream about this outrageous stuff and that can never happen. But for Puffy, the stuff he dreamed about, he was able to make it happen. He was able to make it happen. Like, listen, I want to do a Mariah Carey remix. Oh man, he all over that, man. And I want to do a Mary J. Blige remix. And he was all over that, man. And he was just, I remember at one point I hated him because he was everywhere. I mean, every time I turned on the damn TV, he was on somebody's video. That's why Suge Knight said what he said. He said, if you want to,
I knew you was coming with that.
He was like,
I knew you was coming with that.
I felt, at the time I was rolling with the West Coast, and that East Coast, West Coast battle, I was on the West. I was a West Side voter. You know what I'm saying? I was down with the West. And, but but Notorious Big, I was listening to him too, but I was right.
Do you think we're gonna ever trend big on the East Coast? Because you repeatedly are always not giving no East Coast love over there. Because you just said in your previous segment, you said how you would go with E40 over Jay-Z, who's a East Coast artist. I haven't heard you actually big up an East Coast artist since we've started this podcast.
Because I'm just pro West Coast. Like I told you, and probably about 3 shows before, what the West was talking about was more related to what I was going through at the time, So
if you had to put it in tiers, you would put West number 1, South 2, Midwest, then New York, or East Coast, or how would you put East Coast and then Midwest?
Only
how How would you list it?
Only,
in your own words?
listen, only, that's just personal choice. That's just my personal choice. But what I know as a DJ and in general is that, but the East Coast can rock with anybody. That I know. I mean, they can rock. If you want to side by side them and do record sales. And I got another topic. This is going to lead into another topic I wanted to bring up. I mean, that's just my personal taste. That's my personal taste. I just love all those sinister, grindy beats that the West Coast and the South was doing, and specifically Houston in Memphis. They was just, man, I just love that grindy, sinister type, man, just eerie type beats, man. It just make you think that your life about to be over or some shit. Like Jason, like Master P type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
our viewers is asking me to ask you,
okay,
well, if you do like, who are your 3 artists on the East Coast that you do like, that you would play?
Oh,
and you would give love to?
Oh, that's easy, man. That's Nas, Rakim, Notorious Big. Oh, I love Redman, man. Redman is dope, man. LL Cool J. LL Cool J. Yeah, Houdini. Oh no, man. Listen, I'm cool with him.
True story. Tell them about when I came to see you and when I walked in and I heard you playing Houdini One Love. I was shocked.
Nah, that's my personal vibe. That's my I love Houdini, man. I love One Love.
Do you think One Love is one of the most? Where do you rate One Love? Do you think it's like a slept over song, or you think it's like an overrated song? Or do you think it's like a classic? What do you?
Definitely a classic. Definitely a classic. No, okay. I think it's right where it need to be.
But when you think of Houdini, though, people don't say One Love like they would say, Friends or
because
Friends Out at Night.
Friends was a biggest song, Friends. Friends.
It was, but One Love was being panged out in the pavements, man.
That was more.
All the block parties was banging that.
That's what I was just about to say.
When we used to ride going from back and forth to the malls to Detroit, that's the song we was banging.
Well, it comes down to this: Friends was commercial, and One Love was for the hood. It come down as simple as that. One Love was for the hood, but Friends was commercial. You know what I'm saying? That was for everybody. But One Love was for the hood. That was for the hood. So that's what I say about that. But nah, I'm just more of a. My vibe is more West Coast than East Coast, but I love Nas, man. I love KRS-One. I love Public Enemy. I do. I love, and like Fat Joe. I love Fat Joe, man. I love Ja Rule, love 50 Cent, Jay-Z. No, don't get it twisted. No, they put it down, and I feel them. But when I'm chilling by myself, my vibe is more, it's more of the West Coast feel, more of a West Coast feel, or Midwest, because I was a big Breed dude. I was a big Adina Howard dude. A track I played Saturday. That's when I lit up my fatty and broke out I didn't even have a Henny Saturday. I had the Martell. I threw do you remember the group from Flint called Fabu? Let's just roll. Remember that? remember Let's Roll? You remember that?
I do.
Listen, when y'all get a chance, man, check out Fabu. Go on YouTube and check out a group called Fabu. The song is called Let's Roll. And it's just,
so that's like one of your classic hits.
Oh,
you still play that today?
Yes, I just played it Saturday. That was my vibe Saturday. It got a TLC feel. It got a Aaliyah feel. It got a Adina Howard feel. You guys check it out. Check it out right now. Go on YouTube.
I remember when that song came out, man. It was like nothing that was being played. It wasn't a Detroit sound at the time. It was like
who is this? You might think it's Changing Faces. It kind of sound like they kind of sound and look like Changing Faces. If you remember who they were, they was one of R. Kelly groups. But yeah, anyway, we getting off track here. But yeah.
What do you mean? People know who Changing Faces is.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know who Changing Faces are. So, but anyway, if you don't, check them out on YouTube. Changing Faces, Fabu Let's Roll. Check them out on, not Facebook. I said Facebook. YouTube. Check them out on YouTube. Okay. I say all that to say this. Okay. It was a lot going on with the IG battles. So 2 Chainz jumped on his
Two Chainz.
Did you see his IG when him talking about who he wanted to battle? He jumped on Instagram Live, and he was talking about, he said people was in his comments and in his DM about who he could battle, and he said off the top, he said, I ain't trying to battle Drake. He said, Drake got more hits than the Beatles. He said, I ain't trying to battle Drake. He said, I wouldn't battle Lil Wayne. He said, I don't think Lil Wayne would do it. Who else did he say? He said somebody told him.
He's kind of marginalizing himself, ain't he?
Yeah, and then he said French Montana came on and said, why don't you battle Fabulous? And he just mentioned that, but he said, you know who I want to battle? He said, I'm calling out Meek Mill. He called out Meek Mill. So what you think, man? Meek Mill versus 2 Chainz.
I like that.
Who you got?
like that.
Who you got?
Woo.
I didn't even think about it yet. Let me see here.
Yeah, that's something.
Let me say this off the top. I'm more 2 Chainz than I am Meek Mill's.
Why?
Because I like 2 Chainz swag more than I like Meek Mill. Meek Mill is his style is like hype. And 2 Chainz.
Why? You don't think he redeemed himself from getting?
I like Meek Mills, but I feel 2 Chainz more. And as a DJ, I played more 2 Chainz than I did Meek Mill. But you know what? But damn, when you think of Meek Mill, you think of Dreams. That song Dreams goes so hard. When you play Dream, I don't think 2 Chainz got a song like Dreams. I mean, when you play Dreams by Meek Mills, man, it just goes so hard. I think Down for My Niggas and Dreams by Meek Mills, those are 2 songs that when you play them, it don't matter how old you are. The place just erupts. What
are we looking at, quality or quantity? Which one are we looking at?
Well, I think that 2 Chainz off the rip. Well, I know for a fact that 2 Chainz, just as a DJ, 2 Chainz got more hits than Meek Mills. That's definite. As a DJ, I know that because I've rocked parties with more 2 Chainz songs than Meek Mill songs. I remember House Party was cool, but Dreams just wrecked the party. When you play Dreams, it just wrecked the party. It wrecked the party.
What about Wale?
What about him?
Well, never mind then. Keep going.
Why are we talking about Meek Mill versus 2 Chainz? What the hell Wale got to do with it? Listen, I like Wale. But Wale isn't on 2 Chainz and Meek Mill's level. He not.
Are you serious?
No. You know who I would put?
You're gonna have a lot of people in DC mad at you, man.
No. Let me tell you, I would put Wale against Big Sean, but I think Big Sean will win that as well. So
of course,
yeah. So, but I would go Big Sean
versus 2 Chainz, and I would take Big Sean all day, every day.
No, Big Sean would not win.
Yes.
Big Sean.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Short-term memory.
No.
Short-term.
No.
So
don't give me. Let me say this. Big Sean is a better rapper. Big Sean,
yes,
he's a better. I ain't talking about rapping skills. I'm talking about big hits. I'm talking about big hits. I think Big Sean's biggest song that he was a part of was Click. Click was his biggest song. And that's just, I mean, I ain't even thinking about it. I'm just thinking about the biggest songs that Big Sean was a part of.
And you gonna have my
Big Bank, Big Bank,
Detroit really mad at you
Big
right
Bank,
now, man.
Big Bank was big. He was on Big Bank. That was pretty big. But that's about it.
You gonna have 313 need to stand up.
Oh no,
on
that's
this
cool.
guy,
That's
man.
cool. No, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Right.
That's just my opinion. As a DJ, well, that's my fact. That's facts as a DJ. I rock more parties with more 2 Chainz tracks than Big Sean, Wale, and Meek Mill. So that's a fact.
Are you talking just no remixes, just straight blend?
Whatever.
No creativity.
Whatever. Just whatever. Just playing the songs. Just playing the songs. When Big Sean was never as hot as 2 Chainz was at his best.
Well, I ain't fucking with you. That was a dope song, though, man. How could you say that's not big, though?
It was big, but I'm different. But I'm different was just huge, man. I'm different, man. Was just huge, man.
You just wear duffel bags. That's why.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all.
That's when he was Titty Boy. That's when he was Titty Boy. For you guys,
he could run fast too.
For you guys that didn't know,
because you know on the West Coast they had him running fast too.
That was when he was with Ludacris too. Yeah, 2 Chainz. If you guys didn't know 2 Chainz, he used to be with Ludacris. His name used to be Titty Boy, and then he changed it to 2 Chainz. And who was that? DTP. That was the name of the record label, DTP.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if our viewers would necessarily agree with that, but you know, hey, to each his own. That's why we call you.
Agree with what?
That's why we call you the Stephen A. Smith.
No, you're the Stephen A. Smith. No, listen.
Oh, you're the Skip Bayless of the music.
Okay,
know?
I'll be Skip. Shout out to Krista Monique for calling you Stephen A. For real.
That's right.
Okay.
She knows.
All right.
She knows.
Before we move on, I want to touch on a couple other things. Now, let's just talk briefly about him because I know that we could probably do the whole show off of the 3 that I'm about to mention. Okay. Everybody was talking about who they was, after I seen 2 Chainz, call out Meek Mills, I started thinking about other battles I would like to see. So I put together a meme that said Chris Brown against Usher, and I posted it. And people in the comments didn't even give Usher a chance. They was like,
crazy.
They didn't give Usher a chance. It wasn't no votes for Usher. It wasn't not one vote for Usher. They was like, I heard a comment.
Straight prisoners of the moment.
They said
prisoners of the moment.
One girl said,
and I like Chris Brown, but to sleep on Usher and say that Usher couldn't stand a chance. Usher's got hits, man.
He do.
Confessions Confessions album alone says that man got hit. You just read earlier this week. Yeah, how many singles it sold itself. And how it ruled. How could you say that he couldn't stand up to what Chris Brown was doing? That was
the comments that was left. But I'm here to tell you, as a DJ as well, I'm with him too. Man, Usher don't have a chance. Usher don't have a snowball in hell chance against Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Everything he touched, everything.
You really need to Lil Jon yourself right now if you're trying to say that Usher
don't have a chance. He don't have a chance.
So you trying to tell me that Chris Brown has a bigger catalog than Usher?
No, I'm not saying that. He got way bigger hits than Usher does. He got way bigger. He got way bigger hits, man. We just going off of this is just we'll visit
First
it on.
First of all, Usher's been out longer. He's been out longer.
Chris Brown be having
so tenure doesn't matter.
Listen, Chris Brown be having like 4 songs in the Billboard Top 100. in the top 10. What are you talking about, man? He be having like 4 or 5 songs in the top 10 at one time. Oh, you
that don't mean
you
that don't
you don't
that
know Chris
doesn't
Brown.
mean that
You don't know Chris
that
Brown.
That doesn't mean that Usher.
Usher.
Oh my God.
Usher had maybe 3. I mean, this is just basic knowledge. Usher maybe off that Confessions album, he might have had maybe 3.
What song did Chris Brown that you can say that was on a par, or even equivalently that was equally as huge as Yeah?
Loyal. Bam. Bam.
No, it was not.
Bam.
No, it was
not.
No,
Come on. Come on.
No, it was not.
Come
Good
on.
song, but
come on. Loyal.
No.
Are you kidding me, man?
No.
Loyal.
No.
I tell you what.
That's your bias.
I would love. I tell you what. I would love to see the comparisons to the songs.
What about Confessions? What song did he have that was huge? Do you know how big Confessions was? Are you just a straight prisoner of the moment?
Do you know how big every Chris Brown album was? And then you know what? Chris Brown had. I tell you what. I just wanted to be brief on that. So you saying it's Usher? I'm saying
you make me wanna. It was nice and slow. I can keep going and on with Usher.
Even Lovers and Friends. Lovers and Friends was cool too. That was big too. And we'll get into Lovers and Friends.
No. I'm gonna need that same energy. Don't go D flat when you name it off an Usher song, because you making this. Listen, I'm just trying to say that man has no chance. You said no chance.
No chance.
I'm like, yo, slow down, man.
Usher is getting a what?
What?
He has no chance. I tell you what. I wanted to be brief.
I know our audience is.
They're not. No, because when I post,
they're going to vehemently disagree with that.
No, they're not, because when I posted the meme, everybody said Chris Brown, so I already know that. So that's a fact. Everybody was like Chris Brown.
I'm talking about since we went live. I would be interested to hear.
I don't see it changing. I don't see the opinion. I don't see the consensus changing. But anyway, I just want to be brief on that. So you saying that you think that Usher had a bigger catalog than Chris Brown? Is that your statement?
No, I'm clearly stating my position off of you saying.
You arguing my point that he don't have a chance. You arguing,
right?
Okay, all right. So
that's what I'm like.
But you are.
Everybody has a puncher's chance. You making it sound like you don't have. like he ain't done nothing, man. Hey, who is this? Usher Raymond something. I don't know who this guy is. Go sit down, guy. He's not like he's never done anything.
Okay. You making it seem worse than it is. But anyway, I just wanted to be brief on that. So you're arguing the fact that he don't have a chance, but you think it's Chris. But you do think it's Chris Brown too, right?
No, I would go with Usher.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what you just told me. You keep that same energy with Usher when we.
I am.
When we do
all there with it.
When we do the breakdown.
I got all that energy.
When we do the breakdown.
You know what's so crazy? Just to be crystal clear, I like Chris Brown. I'm not personally saying that Chris Brown is not a great artist, performer, whatever you want to label him.
No, they both are.
But just to say that. You are saying that he has no chance.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's wrap.
That's so disrespectful, man.
Let's wrap this up. Okay. So you going with Usher? I'm going with Chris Brown.
That's right.
We're gonna table.
So stay tuned on that one. We're gonna definitely revisit that one, and we're gonna bring the facts with us.
Exactly.
We're not gonna just go off the head.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's just briefly touch this next one. We gonna go at it on this one too. Okay. Let's do. Okay. I put another meme together. I said Ron Isley versus Charlie Wilson. Now, most people, everybody. I think I had 3 Ron Isleys and 1 Charlie Wilson. Bigger Okay, just off the rip, from your basic knowledge, who had the bigger career or the bigger hits between the two of them? We just touching on it.
I think
I'll let you go first on this one.
And I see my uncle on there, Ernie. Okay, I would say totality, I would give it to Ron Isley. But as of recently, you will have to go with Charlie. He's been killing it. He's been what?
It's only one perspective. No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying no. I'm just saying.
No, I'm answering your question. I'm saying right now, you as a whole, I would have to give it to Ron Isley.
Okay, I do too.
But I'm just saying recently, right now, Ron, for somebody to be comeback artist of the year, to still be putting out relevant music to this day, the Isleys haven't done that. So I have to become you for a minute. I have to be real.
You think?
I have to say.
Do you think? You think it's because R. Kelly is in jail or he been in trouble because?
No, man. The Isley Brothers was doing music way before R. Kelly. But they don't do that.
But they resurrected him though. They resurrected the Mr. Biggs and all of that stuff. They resurrected him though, and which I enjoyed. Matter of fact, that's who I was listening to all day yesterday. I threw on all of the Mr. Big videos, man. I really enjoy his voice, man. He just got a unique voice, as do Charlie Wilson as well.
Okay, what is your interpretation of resurrection? Because I'm trying to understand. Because if you work with somebody, if you're the new hot person, and this person has already established him or herself, how is that resurrection?
Resurrection to me, as far as the music industry, resurrection is you was hot.
Before you finish.
Okay.
I heard a recent interview. Matter of fact, I listened to Jermaine Dupri when he was on Drink Champs, and he kind of answered this question. So I want to hear what you say if it's anything along the line what he was saying. But go ahead.
As far as resurrection?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically you was popping and then all of a sudden you wasn't and then you popping again, so
you are just so straight.
Yeah. I mean, no, we you know what? Listen, on the Big Trav and Q show, we keep it real on the Big Trav and Q show.
Oh,
we keep
my
it real.
God.
Basically, resurrection is you was popping, then you wasn't, and then you popping again. So that's what it was. Okay. I think
Jermaine was talking about when he was working with Whitney Houston.
Okay.
And he was talking about how he was trying to create a sound for her. And so when you're talking about being able to resurrect someone's career, I'm thinking, did she really fit in that category? Because she was still kind of like
No, I don't. Whitney Houston don't fit in there. She don't. To me, Whitney Houston was always popping and relevant. Kind of like.
She wasn't always. She wasn't always.
For me, she was because she was always in the mix. Beyonce is the new Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Beyonce is the new Michael Jackson. But
no, stop! Don't do that.
Okay,
don't do that.
All right. Well, okay.
No, she's not.
Well, let's just stick with the Beyonce.
Are you trying to say that she don't do that? Don't do that to yourself, man.
You don't
don't play yourself.
Listen, hold on. Right quick. Okay. Michael Jackson was the biggest entertainer of his time, right?
What you mean?
No, hold on. Okay. No. I'm just saying when he was the biggest entertainer in the world when he was alive, right?
Well, if you want to be factual,
was it anybody bigger than him?
Elvis.
Okay.
Second to Elvis.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Now, and Beyonce, wouldn't you agree, is the biggest entertainer in the world right now? Wouldn't you agree?
She didn't sell as many.
No, I'm not saying I'm not doing that. I'm just saying
you're talking about this
in the world right now. Is there a bigger? Maybe Taylor Swift. No, I know. No. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
Taylor outsold her last year.
She did, but Taylor Swift isn't in demand. God. She isn't in demand like Beyonce. Everybody want to be Beyonce. everybody don't want to be Taylor Swift. So,
but if her Reputation tour outsold the Jay-Z and Beyonce,
I know the
on
numbers.
Run
I know.
tour,
I know the numbers. But I think Beyonce worldwide, Beyonce is our biggest entertainer.
There you go with BDP worldwide.
Worldwide, Beyonce is the biggest entertainer in the world. She's the biggest draw. Oh man, Bruno Mars could make a claim as well because his tickets, Bruno Mars cheap tickets is $300. But but it's Beyonce. It's Beyonce, definitely. But anyway, I just wanted to be brief on that. So we both agree that Ron Isley overall has the bigger catalog, career, so on and so forth. Okay, all right. Okay, moving quickly. Right before we came on, somebody else put a meme together, and they put Missy against Candy. What you think? Briefly.
Missy Elliott
against Candy of Escape. Love and Hip Hop.
That's a landslide.
yeah, I thought so
now,
too.
See, that's now.
I tell you what. Go to our page. Go to any of our pages. I want you to do it. Go to one. And did you see it? Did you see it?
Saying that, why don't you tell the fans and why don't you tell our viewers what our pages are? Since you said that.
Well, it's Big Trav and Q, or at Big Trav and Q, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay, all right. I'll go there. I'll pull it up, and even the meme got the meme. Listen, the meme got the landslide on it. Okay, so they threw out stats on the meme. Okay, they said, it says top 10. It says top 10 hits written, and Missy has 12, Candy has 8. It says solo albums, Missy has 6, Candy has 2. Grammys, Missy has 4, Candy has 1. And I guess this ain't really like a landslide, only in the Grammy department maybe. And it says, and that ain't even a landslide. So, and then it says years in the game, 20 plus. So just some brief stats on both of them. But yeah, we agree. I mean, obviously it's Missy on that one. Okay. I just wanted to pick your brain on that one. Okay. All right. Okay. We got to do a little station identification right quick.
It's the Big Trav and Q Show. They waiting for just another damn podcast. Now let's go. Go.
That's right. We're approaching the second hour of the Big Trav and Q Show. I am Big Trav, and that is my co-host. See his little picture down here? I think it's over here. Yeah, I'm pointing down. Can you see me on this? Are you watching me?
I sure am.
You see me pointing? Am I pointing on the top of your picture right here? Am I pointing?
Yes, you are.
Okay, got it. There's my co-host right there. Okay, and I tell you what. In the second hour, at the top of the second hour, we're going to get into this T-Pain and Lil Jon battle. And I got all of the stats, but I'm going to say before I even start that it was a tie. It was a tie. It wasn't a winner for me. It wasn't a winner for me. It was a tie. It was the most entertaining IG battle that I've seen. I love Lil Jon and T-Pain are two of the biggest characters in hip hop. And they had so much fun. Didn't know all the other IG battles, it was a competition. You know, it felt like a competition. But Lil Jon and T-Pain, it didn't feel like a competition. It felt like two dudes just playing their tracks. You know what I'm saying? It felt like they was just DJing their tracks. And they just hit each other with hit for hit. I never thought nobody outdone anybody. It was dope. I mean, and man, Lil Jon.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And explain this to the viewers. What does Trav look for in a battle? What are you looking for that makes you say, I like this person opposed to this person, other than just to say it's a tie or I preference this song over this song? What do you preferentially look for?
Well,
when you're looking at music?
For the sake of the IG battle, for me, it was, as it's hard for me because as a DJ, all the IG battles that I've seen, I was already aware of their hits. I already knew, for the most part, who I thought probably had the bigger career, except for the John to Austin. I wasn't aware of him. I wasn't aware. And Scott Storch. I wasn't aware of the tracks that they had been a part of. So they surprised me. That blew my mind. I mean, because the songs that I found out they was a part of that I didn't know before, I played them all of the time. And I was like, well, damn. And then once I researched it and watched it, it was a landslide for me on both sides. And you know how we reviewed both of them, and it was just like they beat the other person they was going against down. I don't even know why Manny Fresh was against Scott Storch. Dream was a pretty good battle for John to Austin, but he clobbered him pretty good. So, but no, I'm just it wasn't any big surprises as a DJ. It wasn't any big surprises, but for me, the person that won, they knew how to present their stuff. Everybody knew how. I think everybody that I thought.
So presentation.
Yeah, presentation.
Okay.
Presentation. Yeah. And I love how Scott Storch, he had another guy with him. And Scott Storch was doing the talking, and he had his tracks on the computer, and he had the other guy playing them, and he was like, play that one, play that one, play that one. And Lil Jon and T-Pain, they were so prepared. They had prepared for it. They were so prepared. They had everything ready to go. And they got off course. It looked like they had a plan. I think in the beginning, it looked like they had an order that they was going to play everything. But Lil Jon he played a track that was, that we didn't know. He played a track that we didn't know, but he let us know that it was one of his biggest songs that nobody never heard of. And he played it, and he gave us the stats. And T-Pain had never heard it before. And T-Pain was familiar with the track. He knew it was a big track, but he doubted that Lil Jon done the beat for it. Lil Jon said he done the beat for it. And he was like, and so somebody actually had to come on the post and verify that Lil Jon was a part of that song. So that was pretty cool. That was like, sort of kind of a wrench and everything. But no, for me, they was so entertaining. It wasn't no winner. God, man, everybody. I don't even.
The culture
won. The culture won. Okay. Let me get off some stats right quick. And they about even in the stats. T-Pain got 2 Grammys. Lil Jon got 1 Grammy. T-Pain net worth is 35 million. Lil Jon's is 28. So T-Pain got an edge in that department. That surprised me too. I thought that both of them had songs with Pitbull, because Pitbull got big tracks, man. He got international tracks. And both of them had done songs with Pitbull, but I thought that Lil Jon, oh my God. Let me tell you what was so dope. T-Pain came with Buy You a Drink. And Lil Jon said, I got an alcohol song too. Shots, shot. He came down with, listen, that was so dope. He was like, I got an alcohol song too. And Lil Jon gave it to him. That was so dope. But do you know what the biggest surprise of the battle was?
What was that?
Lil Jon played another song that he had with Ludacris and Usher. And it was dope. And he said he hadn't put it out yet. He played it. It was dope. And everybody, so that was the talk after the battle. So that was trending on Twitter that Lil Jon was sitting on a track with Luda and Usher again. And he said he'd been sitting on that for 2 years. And it's dope. It's dope too.
It wouldn't matter because it wouldn't sway you to think that he would have a chance against against Chris Brown, the Usher guy, the one in the middle.
Not a snowball in hell chance. But anyway, I got that from my mom. I'll be like, Mama, can I get some McDonald's? She said, not a snowball in hell chance.
I don't know. People in the chat is kind of disagreeing with you, Trav.
About what? About what? Okay, but you know
about Usher not having a chance.
Okay,
you said a snowball chance in hell. That is so disrespectful. Okay, man.
He don't have a chance. But anyway. Okay. No other surprises with that. That was very entertaining. Matter of fact, if you want to see, I got probably 3 minutes of the battle on our Instagram. It's on our Twitter and it's on our Facebook page. So if you want to see, some of the, T-Pain Lil Jon battle, it's on all our social media handles and you can check them out, man. That was pretty cool. Okay. And just to wrap up, man, we've been talking about IG battles for most of the part of the show. I think the last thing I got on IG battles is tonight. For anybody that care, it's Bobby V versus Pleasure P.
Wait a minute. Why would you lead off? Talking about leading the witness. Why would you say that?
Because they really weren't like big artists, they weren't big artists, I mean, compared to what we've talked about.
You said it if anybody cared.
No, because let me tell you, if I would have said it without setting it up, they would have been like, yeah, right. Anyway. You know what? Out of the two of them, I'm more familiar with Bobby V. I love Bobby V. Bobby V got a track called "Slow Down." Oh, I love that song, man. Oh, I love it.
So you weren't a big Pretty Ricky fan?
No, that was my daughter. Pretty Ricky. That was my daughter's age, man. They had some nice tracks. Like I said, when I rocked. Let me see. When Pretty Ricky was out, my daughter was probably maybe 12, 13, 14. I'm going to say 2010, maybe. Let me see. She graduated in 15. Yeah, I'm going to say 2010, 2011. They was hot. Hotline. Oh, man. God. Yeah. Yeah, they was cool. They went hard for the era, for the people that liked them at the time. I was older at the time, so I wasn't on them as much. And that's why, and most of our listeners are probably our age anyway. So that's why I set it up like that for anybody that care. They're not going to care as much about Pleasure P and they probably don't even know who Bobby V is.
That is so disrespectful.
No, I'm not being disrespectful.
That's like saying, okay, well, what if he would have said Bobby V versus Jay Holiday?
That was the same era. That was the same. Never
mind.
That was the same era. That was the same era. That was
disrespectful.
They all in that.
So disrespectful.
No, they all in there. But I would pick Bobby V. I know Bobby V would win. So
you think he would win over Jay Holiday?
No, come on, man. Jay Holiday only had 2 tracks, man. Come on, man. And they were mildly successful. Bobby V was with DTP and Ludacris, man. Slow Down was a big track, man. Bobby V first album done pretty good. Jay Holiday, man. Jay Holiday really wasn't down with nobody. He didn't have no well-known affiliations. He didn't do enough for me. He didn't do enough. Matter of fact, he didn't do enough for anybody. So, and I can say that because I know he ain't gonna see this. But anyway, but it's the truth. It's the truth, man. I'm right, man. That's why you laughing. You just trying to be conservative because you had him on your show. But anyway, but no, I mean, I ain't taking nothing away from him. He was more successful than I was. So, but you stack him up against Bobby V, he don't have a chance. He don't have a chance. But anyway,
I was told to ask you real quick. Do you think the New Jack Swing era will ever come back?
I don't know. I can't really say. New Jack kind of laid the groundwork for I think it was the bridge between what's going on today and the old school. I think it was the bridge. You know what? It could come back because what's going on today, I think that you know who I love? You know the producer that I love I love Zaytoven, man. Zaytoven just makes some dope beats, man. If y'all don't know who Zaytoven is, he make beats. He make beats for almost everybody in Atlanta. You know, Future. And when you get a chance, look up Zaytoven, man. He got some of the dopest beats out right now.
We did. He was ranked in the top 30 of hot producers. I looked him up over the weekend.
DJ Mustard. It's just phenomenal.
I've heard of him. I heard DJ Drama, and I've heard DJ Envy mention him a few times on the Breakfast Club.
Drake producer 40 is just phenomenal, man. Just phenomenal beats, man. So so I think that in a lot of these tracks, they back to the 808. So yeah, I think that New Jack is coming back because we back to the 808. We back to the 808 heavy. But now they got the 808 on the keyboard now. They can play 808 now. You know, that's what's going on now. I don't know if anybody out there know anything about making music and producing in beats. 808, the TR-808 drum machine, it was like the standard in the beginning of hip hop. You know, and it had that real heavy bass that shook the trunks of all these cars back in the day. And they back there, you know, all the trunks is shaking again because now they got the 808 technology was able to put the 808 on a keyboard. So now you can play 808 in a key on a keyboard. And it's just so dope, man. It's so
Travis,
dope.
You got a lot of questions coming in here. Viewers want to ask you, who would you like to see Tank go up against? Not named Genuine and not named Tyrese.
Who would I like to see Tank go against? Tank. I would like to see Tank go against No, not Genuine. You say no Genuine, no Tyrese. Tank against... Let's put Tank against, no, he wouldn't have a chance against R. Kelly. He'll wipe his ass. That's worse than Tank and R. Kelly would be worse than Usher and Chris Brown. Let's put him against Joe. Joe Thomas.
Joe?
Let's put him against
That'll
Joe.
Be interesting.
Yeah. Let's put him against Joe.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Let's put him against Joe.
I was going to say Raphael Sadiq.
Ralph don't have a chance. Ralph ain't.
You crazy.
Ralph don't have a chance, man.
I'm revoking your music card right now.
Ralph,
are you serious?
Ralph is Tony.
Sadiq he wouldn't be able to stand.
Solo. No, you talking soloists, man. We ain't talking groups. So Are you serious? Listen, okay, if you was counting groups, I would have said Jodeci. I would have said Casey and JoJo. I would have said KC.
Solo.
No, man, his solo career was whack, dog. Come on, man. Raphael Sadiq's solo career was whack. I bet money. I bet money. Listen, I bet money that none of Raphael Sadiq's projects go gold. I bet money they ain't even go gold. I bet money. We are.
You will lose,
man. Come on, man. Barely.
You will lose.
Barely. I know they didn't go platinum. They definitely didn't go platinum. Listen, come on, man.
So disrespectful,
Can you guys weigh in on this right now?
Serious? Raphael Sadiq
come
wouldn't have
on,
a
man.
Chance?
Against Tank? Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Against Tank? No, he don't have a chance, man.
Oh my God.
Listen, Tank song, when we smash, it'll smash Raphael Sadiq's whole career. Come on, dog. His one song will smash Raphael Sadiq's whole career, dog. Come on, man. When we went so hard. I Deserve? Are you serious, man? Are you serious? Oh, only song that I love is of Raphael Sadiq's is When I Say. That's it. That's the only song that I play, man.
Viewers
I
is
take
not,
that back.
Viewers is disagreeing with you.
I take that back.
Viewers is
I take that
disagreeing
back.
with you.
I take that back. I take that back. Just Me and You. Just Me and You. I'll throw that. That was pretty big. That was pretty big. That go hard. Damn, that go.
He
hard.
had a pretty big song that was on the PJ soundtrack too. That I want to say was pretty huge too.
What's the name
Trav.
of it? What's the name of it?
With him and Q-Tip.
What's the name of it? You can't even name the song.
I can.
What's the name of the song?
Get Involved.
Oh, see, I ain't never heard of it. Anyway,
You serious?
Raphael Sadiq's biggest song is Just Me and You off of the Menace to Society soundtrack. That's it, man. That's it.
What about?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It
wasn't
wasn't Menace. It wasn't Menace. It was Boys in the Hood. It was Boys in the Hood. Just Me and You. Okay, that was his biggest song. That's it, man. That's it, man. Okay.
The viewers said they would like to see the Joe versus Tank. They said they would like to see
Joe
versus Tank.
Thank you.
But you said Raphael Sadiq wouldn't have no chance.
No chance.
My God.
I can't think of nobody.
What about Raheem Devon?
Oh, I love Raheem Devon. That's a different story. But Ralphie,
would he stand a chance?
Against who? Against who?
Tank.
Yeah, he would. That'd be a good one. That'll be a good one. What about Tank and Brian McKnight? Oh, we already know it. We already know that one. Brian McKnight. I don't think. I think we would have to put Brian McKnight probably against R. Kelly or Keith Sweat. We would have, but we getting off track here, man. I mean, we could talk about this. Oh, we could talk about battles all night.
I can't help it if people love to hear what you have to say. It's like they like ask him this, ask him this. I'm like,
why is it?
Okay.
Why everybody? Why they want me to give an opinion on it? Is my opinion that extreme?
Yes.
To you it is, because I know. Oh my God, you've been outraged at my opinion.
I've been knowing this.
Yeah, I know.
The world gets to hear this.
Okay. I'm
still shook over that Raphael Sadiq one, man. I'm still shook over that.
Yeah, him and Usher don't have a chance, man. They don't have a chance. Okay, IG battle, Babyface, Teddy Riley. Okay, I'm just marking off.
Would Usher have a chance against Tank?
Oh, he a creamy. Usher killing. Okay, we got all that off. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett was selected for the Hall of Fame this weekend. What do you say? What do you think?
I think it's.
Did you see it? Is that new?
Yes, I
okay,
did.
You see it?
I did.
What'd you think about it?
I think it's great. I think it's bittersweet for Kobe because, we always knew he was going to be a first ballot. It's just sad that the year he makes it he's no longer here to be able to, celebrate. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, his wife and his daughter, I seen an interview on ESPN and they was talking about, basically they wanted to know how they feel and what it means to them. And they talked about, of course, that they wish that he was here to receive it himself. So who was your favorite player between those three? Who was your favorite player? I know you're a diehard Pistons fan.
And you're right, because I got my people listening to me tonight. 313 stand up. You know how it is.
419.
Between all three of them.
All three of them. Who was your favorite? Not who was the best between them, but who was your favorite? Who do you favor the most between those three?
I would go with Kobe all day, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I agree.
I would.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
would. I mean, listen, I'm a die. Listen, and I love when our Pistons beat them in '04. When we beat Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone. When we beat all of them, but
that was dope, man. Chauncey Billups was MVP. Chauncey, oh man, that's
right.
That was dope,
they gave us no chance. They gave us no chance, and we beat them.
That was a good look.
We beat them in 5. All Hall of Famers, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good look. And
that's right.
If you guys didn't know who was my favorite, you can see him on the wall. But anyways, somebody probably will say, "Well, you didn't put that on the wall until after he died." That's true. I didn't put that up until after he died. But when I was putting the man,
hey man, there's nothing wrong with pandering to the crowd. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, what you do with the Cowboys anyway?
But you know what? I just wanted to when I was putting my man cave together. I just I'm into artwork. And I got Notorious Big, I mean, you only make my wall if you're the greatest. So, that's why Notorious Big is on my wall. That's why Muhammad Ali is on my wall. And that's why Kobe is on my wall. And do not question me. I can feel, cause I just feel the heat coming on with me saying that Notorious Big is the greatest. I just feel the heat coming from you. I feel the heat coming through the phone. I just want to point something out. Okay, go ahead.
I see on so many movies, TV shows, there's always that endless debate about who was better between Biggie and Tupac. It's like, I don't know if it's just, should we just let it go, or should we just keep praising the fact that they were just two prolific entertainers, or is it just, should we just go ahead and say it's a stalemate, so let's stop? Exactly. I don't know where to get it. I don't know where to go with this at some point in time. They both were prolific.
Well, let me say this.
They both of their careers was cut premature. These are just facts, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're pro Biggie, you're pro Pac. These are facts. Can you make an argument on both ends? Were they both the same? No, they were not. But the facts of it is that this is just, we're in 2020 now. This is a debate that I see over and over again. What about yourself?
Right now, I don't care, because we're going to move on, because me and you and I have had this conversation several times, and I know we could get locked up. If we lock up on this topic, we'll be debating this the rest of the week, guys. So we're going to move on, because this podcast exists because of the Tupac versus Biggie best rapper debate. That's why this show exists, because me and this man go back and forth about hip hop topics all the time. So back to the Kobe deal.
We're going to have to do a special edition one day.
I know.
So our listeners can hear.
I know.
And we're going to have to bring our facts and bring them to the table on who's who. I don't think it's ever going to change. I mean, it's like me trying to debate the Lions versus the Cowboys. It's just, you're going to be dug in.
We're going to win every time. The Cowboys.
Hey, last time I checked,
because y'all don't have listen, you know what? I'm about to vow this right now. I will never again argue Cowboys Lions with you again, for the simple fact that y'all don't have any. I refuse to debate with somebody who has a team, who likes a team that don't have no Super Bowl rings. So I'm making that vow right now. I would not argue with you.
All my 3-1-3s, we know we won in 1957 with the Fort Wayne Lions.
3-1-3.
So we got to cherish. We got to cherish our moments from when we won. But last time I checked, y'all haven't even won it. Y'all haven't won it. When the last time y'all won?
Everybody,
95?
listen. Everybody look at the screen. Yo, Q, are you looking at the screen? Q, are you looking at the screen? Are you looking at the screen? How many fingers I got up? 5 rings. You know what I want to do for you?
Yes, I'm looking at the screen.
You know what I want to do for you. Hold on. I gotta go out of view right quick. Hold on.
But you haven't won, and you haven't won recently, though. Y'all win headlines. That's all you win, Trav. You don't win anything else. See, you're gonna do that to me. You're gonna have your Cowboys coming from me. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking facts, man.
Okay, I'm back.
Have y'all won anything in the millennium?
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm back.
All right.
I had to go.
Next topic.
Are you looking at the screen?
Yes.
What am I doing? what am I doing? Hey, yo, Q.
You a fool for that, man. You a fool.
Q. What are those, Q? 5 rings.
You put it in.
5 rings. 1, 2.
When the last
3, 4.
Y'all ain't won.
5.
Have you won anything in the Y2K era? Nah.
Darnell.
Nah.
Listen, whenever you want to come over and look at some Super Bowl rings, come on over to the crib, man. I got them for you right here, man.
But that's all right though, because we got this. But you and I both got this mutual quarterback from Michigan that's been doing great things for us.
Oh yeah.
Shout
out to Tom Brady.
That's right.
I'm a huge Michigan fan, but I ain't fucking with Michigan until they beat Ohio State, man. So I'm not buying. So
it's great to say that the big Trav and Q, we can actually agree on something sometimes.
Yeah, big Trav and Q, we're both Michigan fans, but like I said, man, I ain't fucking with Michigan until they beat Ohio State, man. I ain't buying no more stuff. So I know Ohio State fans is like, well, you ain't never buying no more stuff. But anyway, I don't want to talk. I'm sensitive about that. So I ain't.
You got any sound bites for us?
No, you know what? I didn't have. It was a slow weekend. Let me get some things off. Jay-Z and Beyonce celebrated their anniversary this past weekend. Yep, they celebrated the anniversary. I think it was their 12th anniversary. I believe it was their 12th anniversary. If that's not right, somebody correct me. I think it said their 12th anniversary. Happy birthday, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou would have been 81 years old. Maya Angelou would have been 81 years old. It was also Pharrell. Pharrell turned 47 over the weekend. Pharrell, super producer Pharrell turned 47 over the weekend. Billy D. Williams turned 81. Billy D. Williams turned 81 over the weekend. Let me see what else we got here. And Young Jeezy and Jeannie Mae. Jeannie Mae is the talk host of one of the co-hosts of The Real Talk Show. And she and Jeezy has been dating for a while, and they got engaged. She finally popped a question to her this past weekend. So that happened over the weekend. Let me see here. What else we got here? Let's go to this one. Because this wasn't cool. You know the rapper Lil Yachty. Are you familiar with Lil Yachty?
I've heard of them.
Anyway, Lil Yachty, he jumped on Instagram and he was paying people money to do crazy stuff all weekend. And he paid, he Cash Apped this guy $500 for drinking his sister's pee out of the toilet. What do you say?
Oh my gosh.
Ain't that crazy, man?
Yes, it is. Especially right now with what's going on with the pandemic. And we just had the guy, we talked about the guy last week that was licking toilets. Now you're talking about drinking urinal. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along.
Yeah. He cashed up him $500 to drink his sister's pee, man. And listen, it's actually on, I don't know, he could have took it down because it really was outrageous. I'm pretty sure he took it down because he's catching a lot of heat for it this morning. So, but if you want to see it, and I don't know why you would want to see it, The video is
No,
on,
I wouldn't want to.
yeah,
see that.
I don't. Yeah, I seen
But
it.
it reminds me of the song back in the '80s. What people would do for money. It's like, okay,
Well,
moving right along.
you know what? One thing I would like to visit as I bring that up is you think you think he done that because everybody is getting bored? You think he was just getting bored with the quarantine and being locked up and locked in? You think he was just getting bored? You think that was just one of the
I think that everybody is entitled to utilize their platforms however they want. But the thing that I personally like to use my platform for, and what I like to see other people, is to embetter things. What we're doing right now is to embetter, to bring people together and have subject matters that we can all laugh, agree or disagree, etc. When you see D Nice do what he do and bringing people together, things like that, how does that really bring and unite people together? I don't know. So
once again, shout out to D
to
Nice.
each his own.
Once again,
To each
shout
his
out.
own.
Let me drop a bomb
You want-
for D Nice. Yeah, for D Nice. Yeah, that was really matter of fact.
And you know, I want to give a shout out to that was going hard over the weekend.
Who that?
Spenderella. Spenderella has been going hard. People have been sleeping on her, Trav.
Yeah,
I'm
including
pretty
me.
sure you got your pillow out.
No, I didn't. I seen her going. I've seen her going. She went live a couple times. I caught her a couple times, but it wasn't this weekend though. It wasn't this weekend. I think last Sunday
She was going crazy after we got off air on Friday. I caught her segment, and it seemed like a lot of people was doing Bill Weathers tributes, and it was crazy. And people were playing like a lot of tracks that he wasn't really known. He was known for it in the community of the entertainment, but as far as consumers, they weren't really big records. And it was huge. I saw a lot of the tributes that people were doing, man, on social media for Bill Weathers. It's just crazy.
It was a
for
lot.
Artists like
It
him.
was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that people like him. It's like now that he's dead, a lot of people are going back and revisiting his catalog and be like, "Oh, I didn't know he did that.
Giving him his
I
road.
didn't know he did
Once
that."
again, giving somebody
Big
they-
Trav. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what people do.
Once again, another example of giving people flowers after they're gone. So, but anyway, it was. I seen a lot of Bill Withers tributes. I did. I seen a lot of them.
Anyone stand out to you?
Yeah, the Teddy Riley one, because that was, I didn't know that Dre took that sample from a Bill Withers song. So that was pretty cool to find out. That was because I love No Diggity.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
Albie Shore did one too. That was nice, and then showed how he met him at the end and stuff like that. That was nice. I seen some pretty good ones. Papa Roach, he did one. You know what I'm saying? And I saw an unusually high number of white artists that was actually playing tribute to him. Not to say they don't know our music. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was a lot. It was spread out. With a lot of people that was giving out a lot of love to Bill Withers.
Well,
you remember the movie Lean on Me when the song was featured in there?
Exactly.
That?
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Well, you mentioned, I'm not surprised that the white folks were doing tributes, because Lean on Me and Just the Two of Us, as a DJ, like when I'm doing like old school, or when I'm doing like a white wedding, those songs come up. I play those. Those are on like my dinner playlist. Like Just the Two of Us, that's a wedding song. So that's a common wedding song, Just the Two of Us. So I remember when I first started, Just the Two of Us, it was you know what? It's still in my dinner playlist. Like I got like a Frank Sinatra playlist, dinner playlist, for like when I'm like for my professional crowds. And Just the Two of Us is one of the songs on that. It's either on my cocktail or it's on my cocktail playlist. And of course, the cocktail is the music you play before you introduce the bride and the groom into the reception while we waiting for them to come. So that's on my cocktail playlist. So no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because that song was played at a lot of people's weddings. So they probably was just paying homage or just remember the song from the wedding. So I'm not surprised. Okay, moving right along in more shocking things that the quarantine is unraveling. Lady at Walmart. Lady at Walmart was in the express line. She was in the express line and it wasn't moving fast enough for her. And she thought it'd be a good idea to, I take that back. The line was not moving fast enough. She got up, she was taking too long in the line and everybody started complaining. And so she was threatening to cough. Well, she was coughing and trying to spit on people. So, the Walmart worker approached her like, hey, could you speed it up? And she got upset and the people behind her was urging her to go faster. And she was threatening to cough on people and to spit on people. And I just think that falls into the Little Yachty class of idiot things to do or that has happened during the quarantine. What do you say?
I agree 100%, man. Listen, it's not about self in these situations, although you have to protect yourself. You have to be considerate that other people have families and loved ones that they have to get back to and things that they got going on in their lives. So I personally try to be considerate of that. Now, anybody that's ever been around me, they know my mantra, man. I don't like standing in lines. I'll stand in line to get some money. But if I got to stand in line to pay somebody some money, my chances of doing that is very slim. But in that particular scenario and what's going on right now, my situation is small compared to what's going on overall. So we got to just be a little bit more patient. We got to be more understanding of what everybody else is going through. And last time I tried, being divisive has never helped anybody, especially in those type of particular situations. So, we just got to love a little bit more on that.
Now, let me ask you, are you that type of dude? Are you that type of dude that, cause I'm not, are you that type of person that if you are in line and someone is taking a long time, would you say something to him? Would you say something to him? Are you that type of person?
It depends on the scenario. I have before. Generally speaking, I will leave. I will just walk out. I've done that more than just being vocal about something. Because hey, my time. Listen, my time is just as important as the next person. Hey, if you don't respect my time, why should I respect yours? So but. Now, I don't want to put that out there that I'm like that as a whole. I like to assess the situation. And I've really practiced being very courteous majority of the time. But you do got some people out there, man, who they seem like they're getting those lines, man, and they don't have no patience at all. They act like it's all about them. They don't care about what's going on behind them.
I don't think you answered my question. So you are that type of person that go, hey, miss, you got to get it rolling.
I said to you, I normally will not do that. I don't do that. I said I will walk out before I will vocalize.
Oh, okay.
No, I will walk out more so before I will.
I'm not
walk out.
I'm not a say something type person. I mean, I don't know.
So you're not confrontational?
No, I'm very non-confrontational, man. I'm not good with that because, I'm that dude that I'm quiet, but when you piss me off, man, I mean, I'm a volcano, man. I'm a volcano. So what I do, I just try to avoid that. And I've gotten better with it the older that I've gotten. So, I just try to avoid, situations. I think that, I've grown to the point where everything can be talked out. I ain't trying to fight you. I'm too old to be fighting and all that stuff, man. Let's talk it out. And, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
What?
Yeah, I ain't no
Are
killer.
you quoting Tupac? Okay.
Yeah, I ain't no killer. Speaking of Tupac, somebody just commented. I seen a comment on the post that said Big had two.
What?
Yeah, it said Big. No, somebody said Big had 2 albums. Pac had 10 albums. Somebody just flexed on Big. Somebody just flexed on.
I said that the other day. I said, he only really had 2. I mean, they were great albums. I'm not, trying to minimize his accomplishments, but I'm just saying, you brought the argument up, about Nipsey Hussle. It's like I said, but they only had 2 albums,
and we don't want to
body of work.
We don't want to open that door, the Nipsey Hussle door. We already opened that door, didn't we? Okay, let me see what else I got here. Okay.
I love how you like to put your roller skates on certain topics.
All right, let me see what we got here. Okay, all right, I got another story. Okay. It says Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather, was arrested.
Yeah,
for stabbing NBA YoungBoy's girlfriend or wife. It said woman. I don't know, girlfriend, whatever. God, that's not a good look, man. That wasn't a good look. But it made news. It was trending. They talked about it all weekend. I said, let me bring it up. Let me see how my boy feel about it. Wow. You know what?
What was your thoughts on it?
Well, I love NBA YoungBoy, man. His music go hard. When I do a Sweet 16, whoever produces make his beats, man. I mean, that producer is dope too, because he be having some dope tracks, man. And do you pay attention to NBA YoungBoy at all? Do you pay attention to him?
Only when you mention him.
Okay. He can rap, man. You know me. I love the baby. I think the baby is the best lyricist in the game right now. NBA YoungBoy is pretty good. NBA YoungBoy is pretty good too, man. He can snap, man. He can snap on that mic for real. NBA YoungBoy pretty good. But you know what? I mean, I think baby do a pretty good job. He's not in the news as much as some of the other young guys, but he do find himself in the news every now and then, probably about maybe once or twice a year for something. But this wasn't on him. This wasn't on him. I don't know exact circumstance, but and Floyd actually spoke out about it today. I didn't get the actual comment yesterday today, but if I see it becoming a bigger story, I'll bring it up on the show tomorrow or whenever it happened. Okay.
Man, that guy you don't want them problems with the Mayweathers. You don't want them problems, man.
Yeah, I think maybe she felt like she had to represent for the Mayweather family, but if she really did, she would have put them hands on her, right? Instead of stabbing her, she would have put them hands on her. That's probably we're gonna just table this. We're gonna just see how that subject unfolds. Okay.
We're gonna monitor it.
Okay.
We're gonna see how it gets to bubbling.
Okay.
As E40 would say.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I got a couple. One gotta goes, but I'm gonna say those. Okay. The Philippine president. Let me find the story. Here it go. It says the Philippine president orders authorities to shoot and kill if residents are violating the corona lockdown terms. You agree with that? He basically saying that if they see you out on the street and you're not supposed to be out on the street, they blasted on you, man. You cool with that? You cool with blasting somebody for being out on the street? You cool with that?
Well,
I'm not cool with it. That's too much. That's too much, man. Maybe smack his ass around a little bit, but But
hey, man, listen. I even saw, and you know how good Janet Jackson is. I saw on her IG thing. She was like, "If y'all don't stay y'all asses in the house, I got stuff to do." You know what I'm saying? It's like at some point in time, it's like, are we going to conform to what the rules and regulations are, or are they going to just start making us do it? Because the longer we have 50% that are compliant, and you got the other 50% that are not, it's like, what are we going to do? There even been talks about them making it mandatory for us to get tests now, so they can actually get data, the actual raw data that says who has it versus who don't. What do you think about that? You think we should go? You think we should be mandatorily to actually go and do it and get tested? I wouldn't be opposed to it, but what do you think?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't think the testing. No, I don't think that because if you're quarantining and you're staying at home, you're doing what they ask you to do. So
yeah, but we don't know the fraction of numbers of those who aren't versus who are. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be mandatory personally. But if it did, I'm saying because I know what I'm doing, because I would rather be in studio sitting right next to my homeboy Big Trav doing the show with you. Yeah. I would prefer to do that. But because I'm regulated, and for people that don't know, we usually will be doing this in studio, but because of what's going on,
exactly,
we're actually doing this on the phone. I would prefer to be sitting there in studio as we're doing this.
Right.
But because of this
too.
right now.
Me too.
So I'm saying that to say what? If that's what it would take, I have nothing to hide. If that's what it would take for this to move forward, so we can get the people that need to get the treatment that they need to get done, and I can do my part to move this along, I'm with it.
Nah, I'm not. No testing for me. No mandatory testing. It's
what
funny.
You got to hide, Trav? What you got to hide?
Nothing. But you know what? But I got another story in regard to the Philippine president saying that they're going to shoot anybody that's out and ain't supposed to. Matter of fact, in Toledo, Ohio, over the weekend, 3 people were arrested for violating the lockdown. You're not supposed more. They were at parties. And so I guess the regulation or the policy or whatever is meetings of more than 10 people. And so they were at events that had more than 50 people. And so 3 people in Toledo were arrested because of that. So
good.
And I kind of brought that up. I don't know. I guess you got to make an example out of somebody, I'm cool with it. They got to make an example, and the one guy, they said they told the one guy, they gave the one guy a chance. The one guy, they told him to go home, and then he came back to the party, and so they arrested him. So a hard head make a soft ass. So young man, you got what you deserve. So
I wonder what the fines are for stuff like that.
I'm not sure. You know what? I'll investigate and get back to you on that one. So,
okay.
All right. Okay. What else we got here? Okay. Oh, let's talk about this. We should have brought this up when we was talking about all the rappers and the battles. If I would have noticed it, I would have probably dropped it in there. Producer Ninth Wonder says that Jay-Z done 7 of the Blueprint songs over a weekend. Are you surprised?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either, man. If you guys don't know, Blueprint is probably in the top 5 rap classic albums, and dope album. I mean, you can almost got that. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the show. Y'all know that I love the Above the Rim soundtrack. You can just play it. You ain't even got to fast forward it. Blueprint, it's almost there. I think, it was a couple songs.
You think it's on par with the same level as Above the Rim?
Yes, I do. Yeah, yes, I do. It's up there with Illmatic, man. Illmatic was better to me, but Blueprint was pretty good too. Above the Rim was dope. Above the Rim was dope, but Blueprint was dope. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Jay-Z done 7 of the songs in a weekend. I think that's synonymous with stories that we heard about Tupac as well. You hear stories about Tupac would, do a whole album in 2 days. He would write a whole album in 2 days, man. They said that the album he done when he first came to Death Row, they said they done that in a week. So I think that's just the habit of greats, that they can do that. Jay-Z, probably Notorious Big. I think Drake probably could do it too. Lil Wayne, I know Lil Wayne could do it. So, but no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at that at all. Okay. You know what? We got 10 minutes, and I know I'm going to do these 2-1 gotta goes because I know we can wrap up with that. But let me tell you what I got for you guys tomorrow. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he just came out with a new tequila called Tremena. And on tomorrow's show, I'll be sampling it live. I'm gonna go grab me one. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get out because I might violate the quarantine.
How often do you get out, Travis?
I haven't been out. Since the lockdown, I've gotten out twice, and they've both been to the grocery store, which is permitted. So, and I got a finger crossed behind my back.
Right.
Anyway, well, I tell you what, at least one of the times I got out to go to the grocery store. So the other time it was for something else, but I'm not going to say. But I am getting out tomorrow. I do have to make a legitimate run tomorrow. And during my legitimate run, I'm going to stop at the liquor store and grab The Rock's new tequila, Tremena. And we're going to...
So you haven't tried it yet?
I haven't tried it. It just came out Friday.
Okay.
So my liquor store might not even have it, but I'm not a fan of Toledo. I'm not a fan of.
Not a fan of Toledo.
Yeah, I love Toledo. 419 stand up. Anyway, I'm not a fan of tequila. I wasn't a big Patron fan. When everybody else was doing Patron, I was still doing Hennessy. I was still doing Martell. So I like dark liquor. I'm a dark liquor dude. It pairs well with my cigars. I'm a cigar dude. So only dark liquor for me. But I'm a Rock fan, and I want to support him. So I'm gonna go grab his tequila tomorrow, and I'm gonna make myself a margarita live right here in front of everybody. I think can you get kicked off of Facebook for? I don't think you can, because I see everybody smashing liquor and sipping on Facebook. So I don't.
Trav, here's an interesting question from the viewers want to know.
Okay.
They said, are you team Ebony magazine or are you team Jet magazine?
You say Ebony or Jet?
Yes.
I like both of them. I won't pick one. They equally satisfy me. I like both of them.
What did you, when you used to pick, I know for me personally, I know this is going to probably shock you, but when I used to get the Jet magazine, I used to go and pull up the chart. I wanted to see who was charting and who was doing what. I know what you were thinking.
No, I thought you was about to say you used to go and pull down your pants and jack off to the Jet Beauty. I'm so glad you didn't.
You would add a little extra to that. That's what I used to do though. I used to love to go and pull up and see who was number one and because those were the ones they would actually put a picture to. Everybody else would just get like, you know what I'm saying, like just a mention. But they would have the number one and number two, they would always put a picture to. I don't know if you ever remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is telling a bald-faced lie. All young men used to get the Jet so we could see the Jet Beauty of the week. Come on. Listen.
What profession are we in right now?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Did you? What we're doing which one? Which when you got the jet? Which one did you do first? Did you look at the Jet Beauty of the Week first, or did you look to see who was number one?
I knew it.
I'm asking you.
Look at you.
Which one did you do first? Which one did you do first?
I told you. I used to pull.
Before you looked at the Jet Beauty. Before you looked at it.
Yes, I used to do that first.
I don't know.
Order of operation was I used to go and pull up and look at the charts. I was a nerd like that. I used to like to know about the music. I used to already like to know who was charting.
But just for the record, but you did take a look at the Jet Beauty of the Week, right?
Says the guy who wouldn't even pick. You wouldn't even pick. You said, I'm just idle. I don't pick either one. At least I told you I would, if I had to pick between the two, I was Team Jet. I was Team Jet. I grew up on Jet magazine. I used to do Jet magazine.
No, you know what? Okay, let me break them down. I do a lightweight,
And people say I don't answer questions.
Okay, I'll do a lightweight breakdown. Okay, you know what I liked about Ebony? Ebony was a full-size magazine, and it had some great covers. They had some great covers, and the cover just spoke to you. We would go through the line, and the Ebony magazine, that cover, you would buy it just because of the cover. The Jet magazine, it was probably maybe 6x4. It was like about the size of a flyer. It was really small. But it had the music charts at the back of the book, and then it had the Jet Beauty in the middle. And then Ebony, they had nice lengthy stories. The Jet just kind of resided to the fact, it was they had smaller pages, and they really couldn't get as in depth with a story as Ebony could. I don't know why the Jet never became a bigger size magazine. It just seemed like, I guess it was cool. I guess what was cool about the Jet, it was small enough to just throw in your purse, and the Ebony probably was too big to throw in your purse, or it probably would make you, it compromise the room in your purse. But I like both of them. I can't.
Chat say they know your order of operation, no matter what magazine you pull up.
Well, I was a young man. With the Jet. I think most young men checked the Jet Beauty out first before they looked at the damn countdown or charts in the back of the Jet book.
Listen, I didn't say I didn't check it out. You asked me which one I did first. I said
back in them days, I could care less about a damn chart when the Jet Beauty was sitting in the middle. So I'm just keeping it real. So, well, I tell you what, I got some more stuff, but we're going to have to get into that tomorrow. Let's see here. I don't know.
Great show today, Trav. Yeah. How you feeling, man?
Oh, good. I purposely loaded it up, and I knew that we would have extensive conversations or debates about the stuff that I had for us today, and we did. And like I said, I'll save the gotta goes for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have 2 gotta goes, and then like I said earlier, I'll be tasting the Rock, Dwayne Johnson's new tequila. It's called Terramana is what it's called, Terramana. So I'll get me a little margarita mixed together here, and we'll taste it. And I might get towed down right here on the show. So you got any last words?
Well, I want to thank the viewers, for been tuning in. This has actually been one of the livest chat participations.
Yeah, last time I checked, it was like 25 comments. So I can't wait to get to the comments and see what everybody was talking about. So
I got 46 over here. So we're seeing what's going on. Let's progress.
The best part of this show is that
what's that?
My 5 Dallas Cowboy rings made an appearance. So that was the best part of this show. So that was the best part of the show. Okay.
Well, listen, man, we want to definitely make sure everybody tune in to the Big Trav and Q show, or make sure you check us up on our on Instagram, our Facebook page. Make sure you go to our YouTube page, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like. Leave us a review. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, how we can make the show better. If there's a topic that you guys want us to talk about, make sure you let everybody know. We don't read people's minds. Let us know what you're thinking about. What you thinking, Trav?
For sure. Say less. Say less. That's what they say now. Say less. Say less. I wanted to say all my friends and my family, I'm urging all of you guys to please, when you see this going live, please share it on your page. We're trying to get our viewers up. That'll really help out with our viewers. We're really trying to make some moves. We're just trying to be entertaining during the quarantine. But we would like to get our views up. Also, go to our YouTube page. Like he said, we're trying to get our subscribers up on our YouTube page. So, my family and my friends, if you rock with me, go to the YouTube page, subscribe to the Big Trav and Q show. When you see us going live, once again, please share it on your page. We're trying to get our viewers up, and we love you. And until tomorrow,
it's the Big Trav and Q show. What they waiting for? Just another damn podcast. Now let's go. Go.